Good afternoon, Stackers. Tazzy Stacker here with you on the workbench. Well, here it is. This is my VR to Bjorn Andreas Bull-Hansen. And by the way, if I'm mispronouncing your name, will you please, for the love of God, correct me? Anyway, he was having a giveaway a while back in which he was going to give away a Sami knife. A Sami knife is the traditional knife used by the people who live in Norway, Sweden, Finland, the far north. And I got a hold of a blade blank, which is this one. This is a Lorelei Lukey. This is the one. This is 175 millimeters or 7 inches long. That is considered, believe it or not, to be a small knife in those regions. So I'm quite surprised. This blade is 3 millimeter thick. It is made of high carbon steel, and it has the same Scandi grind as the Moras and the same cutting edge. Now the tip on this was a little bit hinky, so I had to reshape it using the Lansky sharpening system. So you can see it's less of an axe blade style profile. I put a frontier style grip on it, as I call it. The original Sami knife is basically, it is a straight hilt, handle. There is no finger guard, and they're like 9 to 11 inches long, which is fine. I like that knife so much that I decided that I would essentially make my own, so I essentially did that. The handle is made of blackwood. There is curly birch here separated in the middle, and on the end is a solid nickel plate. I was going to peen this blade. Now peening is the process where the hidden tang goes through the handle and it comes out the other side through a small hole in a metal plate, and then the end of the tang is peened, it's beaten until it expands. And when that happens, you get a very tight mechanical grip. But to be honest, that is a very medieval style of knife or sword making. Now, with today's modern adhesives, a knife doesn't need to be peened. A sword, yeah, well, that's a different story. But a large knife, it doesn't need to be peened. So, and the tang ends about right here. So I thought, you know what, I built the plate to peen it, I might as well put it on there. And those are actually fairly long steel nails that go quite deep into this. Now the handles on Sami knives are never very small, they're always oversized, mostly because they're used by people who are wearing mittens. But the advantage of that is that you can either choke up on the front or at the back, and you can really let fly. You can really get a powerful swing in there. This knife will do everything from skinning a moose to cutting down a small tree. I'm very happy with the way this blade turned out, and it is available for trade. You just have to contact me. But yes, and there it is. And this is entirely your fault, Bjorn, because I saw one of these things and I was determined to either buy one or make my own. So I went to make my own. This is a bronze replica statue of Thor. Now my beloved Roxy bought this for me, and she got it from a company in Sweden which is called Grimfrost. And Grimfrost make authentic replicas of Viking artifacts, archaeological finds, and this is made of solid bronze and probably weighs about 1/4 of a kilo. And they have an incredible list of Viking related stuff, everything from t-shirts to axes to eating knives and drinking horns, and oh, it's a great website. Plus they have tons and tons of books on Viking heritage. Yeah, it's actually quite an amazing website. And I'll do a link down below for both Grimfrost and Bjorn's channel. Bjorn, if you don't know, is a novelist who writes about Viking life. And he also runs or he has a bushcraft channel where he goes through Viking age bushcraft techniques, but also modern techniques, things like, how to build a bow or how to start a fire with flint and fire striker, and using, like a particular form of moss, which once it's dried out catches just like that. It's like fat wood, it just goes up, woof. So anyway, Bjorn, I hope you enjoyed it, because it's your fault I built this thing. But no, I'm kidding, it's all good. Roxy's going to build a leather sheath for this. It'll probably be like a scout sheath. A scout sheath is a sheath that is where the knife is kept in a sheath on the body horizontally rather than vertically, so it's carried in the small of the back, that sort of thing. This knife was a lot of work, and I really enjoyed making it. And in fact, I probably will make another one, maybe using a smaller blade, maybe using the same blade. I don't know quite yet. Anyway, thank you all. I hope you all had a very good Christmas, and I hope you all have a very good year. It's New Year's Eve tonight, but with the in-laws gone and the kids going to their dads, we're just going to have a nice, quiet evening alone together. Anyway, love you all, and I'll talk to you later, and thank you very much. Bye.